That show is garbage.
You don't like Breaking Bad?
Do you like Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Man.
I like Better Call Saul better. Have you seen Better Call Saul?
Yeah, it's garbage.
Come on, Sam. Well, what didn't you like about it, though?
Dude, it's just so fucked. First of all, it's like it's just like low down and dirty, like life porn. Like how low can you get?
Yeah.
And then the acting, it's because I've only seen, I think I watched the first full episode and it was just kind of boring. But what I have seen a lot of is like clips. And the reason I don't like it is because it's the perfect show for YouTube shorts.
Yeah. And
the ideal YouTube short, you know,
Blinders and
mm-hmm. So it's a gay. Not Bryan Cranston is not gay, but the people on Peaky Blinders are gay.
Yeah.
It's a gay Hollywood actor who has never been in any kind of violent situation or whatever.
Yeah.
Going, and it's a 45-second video, and it's always, you know, Dar Man videos.
Yeah.
So the format for a Dar Man video is there'll be a black guy waiting at an ATM, and a white guy will step up and go, "Hey, get away from the ATM. I need to use this. I'm white." And then another white guy will come up and go, tap, tap on the shoulder. "No, you don't tell him to do that because you're white. He's black and was in line first. Let him go." And then there's 4 million Indian people who watch this and go, "Yes, that is how it is. We cannot use ATM faster with the white people around us. He's very racist. I like this. He got what is coming to him." And there's videos like the vast majority, and listen, I went through a cynical Redditor phase where I was like, "Oh, humanity's so screwed. We're all screwed. God's not real." And then I was like, "Oh, maybe I need to lower my, maybe I need to eject some of this hubris and thinking highly of myself and all this stuff." However, it is true that there is this like teeming horde of glop people. Yeah. And if you look at any, like a video on Facebook, it's on Facebook and YouTube Shorts, like a video where the punchline is a baby getting kicked in the head, and there'll be 1,000 comments from Shaniqua and everybody else, and I was like, "Hey, the baby got what's coming to him because he ain't know that there was no ham. I'm shaking my motherfucking head. It was crazy when that baby got kicked in the head. That little nigga didn't know what was behind the door. Baby tried to open the door and then got hurt. Ha ha ha." That type of shit. Yeah. A dog, a Brazilian street dog trying to eat a man's sandwich, and then the man shoots the dog and he runs away. 1 million people sideways. That crazy, the dog that got shot is so crazy. Like, there's just the numbers are crazy, and the Dar Man videos, the numbers are crazy. But the Peaky Blinders, Breaking Bad, I'm sorry, I know how it's so badass that the guy made the cleanest meth that has ever been made. It's so badass. But the format of the YouTube Shorts is, oh, stop. "I'm going to give you one chance to get out of this situation. But if you say the wrong thing, it's over." Cut to, "I didn't know it was like that, Holmes. I'll go check in with the FBI operative soon. But you didn't know that I was secretly the badass the whole time. And now you're going to die." Stop, hold on a second. No! That type of shit. And it's just what it is. I think it's the most primal, basic, like, revenge feelings that are welling up inside people who work retail. They work at gas stations, they're unemployed, and they have this sort of vague sense that the world is conspiring against them to rob them, which it is. And what they think is, what they want it to be like is they want to imagine that there's a billionaire who cuts in front of them in line at 7-Eleven and they somehow have the justification to like shoot the billionaire in the chest.
Yeah. Dan Wiley with the 15 says, Sam, I have a drinking problem. I need to cut it out. Do you have any advice? You're on a roll today.
Yeah, the drinking thing is like the least cool thing ever. And anybody, like, you can't be a serious person and be drinking. It doesn't work. So you should either just decide now to be a fucking drunk, like a fuck up. Yeah, just go all in. Fucking smoke crack. Smoke some crack. Go get AIDS from a prostitute. Go, do the whole thing, or stop. Fucking stop. That's like baby shit. I need a drink on my bottle. I need liquor to feel good. I need booze to feel good about myself. My dad didn't love me. Fucking stop. You're a fucking baby if you think that way. And you can't do anything. You can't go anywhere if you're drinking. It doesn't work. People who have alcohol addiction specifically, they'll have like they can put together a semblance of a normal life for like 5 years.
Yeah.
But it's written in the prophecy, my friend, that you're gonna fuck it up. You're gonna call your boss after work and chew him out while you're drunk. You're gonna get a DUI like a fucking retard, like a fucking retarded person. Like, it's going to happen. So you have to stop. You just have to, or just become a homeless person, so I don't have to think about you anymore. Next time you feel the urge to pick up a bottle and drink, just remember that you're going to be at an intersection offering to wipe off people's windshields.
Sayer, welcome to Freak Monster Nasty, man.
And like I get every other drug is like I get it to some extent. Like the weed, people smoke weed, and they're like people smoke weed, and the rationalizations have when smoking weed. Sam doesn't know what he's talking about with weed. You can totally smoke weed. Look at Nick. I'm just like Nick. Yeah, you built your own house. That's right. Oh no, that's right. Everybody who's commented, who's told me that weed is good, and that I don't know what I'm talking about, isn't living in a fucking pigsty, filthy ass room, surrounded by energy drink cans. No, you built your own house. Yeah, you're just like us. You can smoke all the weed you want. But I get the weed it's so culturally embedded. It's like a young person thing. It's like impossible to. It's like Rick and Morty. You can't like get away from it. I personally think it's a really bad idea. Nick is a very high performing person who does, he's amazing. He smokes weed, and I know But the thing is though, with all these things, people really want to believe that they're the exception and not the rule.
Yeah.
Like they want to believe that so bad, and that most of the time you're not. That's why it's the rule. It's more likely that it's the rule that you're not the exception and you're delusional. That's way more common. Not that that's everybody, but that's way more common. But I get the weed. With coke, you go to LA, you go to Atlanta, you go to New York, and you go, hey man, you want some coke? Hey, what's going on? Hey, oh that's cool. We had a meeting. What are we talking about? Oh that's cool. What kind of project are you working on right now? Oh yeah, totally, bro. That's cool. Like there's certain industries, like everybody seems to be doing coke. Like construction workers do coke, and restaurants do coke, like whatever. Okay.
Did you see a lot of that in the entertainment?
I mean, even on the World Peace set, everybody, even the guys that were holding lights and carrying ladders, were doing coke. Like, and people try to hide doing coke, and they get pretty good at hiding doing coke. And I'm also like very oblivious. Like I don't notice when people are doing drugs. Like it just goes right past me. And I was picking up on the fact that like the fucking guy that holds a ladder or a bag is doing coke 3 times a day, which has its own. Coke has a cost. The cost of coke is that you become this kind of. It feeds into being egomaniacal and narcissistic, and it makes you real difficult to converse with after you've been doing coke for like 5-10 years, Like it's a long-term problem. But the drinking thing, like, there's if you're a person who has a problem with drinking, you can't do it. It just can't. Like it will destroy you. You know what I mean? Like if you're genetically predisposed, and you know that you're not the type of guy that can just go have a drink and be cool. You know that you're using this substance to like feel better about yourself, or just to like aid yourself in self-destruction, whatever. It's just not possible to have a functional alcoholism. It just doesn't work that way.
Foreshadow with the 15. Hey, Sam, Jet, and Chris. Tom with the 25. I got dumped today by someone I was starting to love. I've only dated about 5 women in my life because I'm autistic and I'm a spurg. Do you have any advice on how to keep my head above water? My usual copium of weed and P-Orn ain't doing it.
I got a fart.
Just fart it out, man. One fart at a time. You may have lost your brap hog, but your pooper's intact.
How old is he? How old are you? How old are you?
He didn't say.
You're autistic and you got 5 bodies on you? Dog. You got to give us some dating tips. That's a significant number. Listen. Outcome independence. Most important thing for any man, autistic or not. It means that the outcome, the results, okay? Did my video project make money? Does the girl like me? Am I in love with my sweetie? These types of things. You have to totally disconnect yourself from, you have to totally disconnect your happiness, fulfillment, self-esteem from the outcome. If you were a man, you have to do this. You will not survive if you don't do this. You have to totally disconnect yourself from the outcome and invest your feelings, your self-confidence, all the good stuff. Invest that in the process. Love what you do. Live to wake up, work. Be thankful for existence. Be thankful for this fluke that somehow you were born and not the millions of other sperm. Thank God when you wake up, even if you're suffering. If you go to a sauna, that's where I've had the most closest to actual religious revelations, was in a sauna. The punishing, hellish heat, staying there for 50 minutes until you feel like you're about to bust out, and you'll be thanking God that you exist, even in this state of punishing heat and simulated cardiovascular exercise. But the girl thing is a red herring. It's just a thing that either happens or it doesn't happen. There's you got to fix yourself. You cannot be looking at porn and smoking weed. You can't. You have to taper these things off. Pick one thing, do it slow. Only one joint a day, only one bong rip a day. Work it down from there, but just be diligent. Like, you don't go back up, you taper it down. Okay? Don't taper it. Don't allow yourself to taper it back up. Cut it out slow. Pick one thing to fix. If you're living right and you're doing everything, right, girls will come. If you try to hold on to that, or you seek that out, you try to go get that, you're not going to get anything good. You're just going to get crap. And any time you spend thinking about it, it's a waste. It doesn't work. It's like I'm thinking I want to make my car go sideways. It doesn't. Just get fix the problems. Don't look at this extra shit. The girls will come if you're doing something productive, worthwhile, etc. If you're living well, a girl will come to you. It'll happen. You'll be amazed, and then you have to detach yourself from the outcome. You cannot be trying to grab onto this person and save it with every fiber of your being, needing my sweetie. You just have to be a man, solid, on your own, self-contained, ready for anything, all-terrain persona.
Jace with the 15 says, Sam, I need girl help. My now ex-girlfriend, who I only dated for a month, tried to casually mention to me co-signing a house for her and her children that aren't mine. I said no, but I want to hear your thoughts about my situation.
What's your situation? What the fuck? What's there to think about, dude? You didn't sign anything, I hope. Holy shit. God damn. Just stay away from that person and start tell her you're gay. Like, tell her something. You can't listen. When you want to get rid of a girl, you cannot do this thing that you want to do, that your instinct is to do, which is this is a feminine instinct. The feminine instinct is to say, so Jet, you role play here. Jet, say, I've been thinking about you. I think I made a mistake when we broke up. I might want you back. Something like that.
Sam, I've been thinking about
the
conversation we had.
Yeah, it's really gay. Go ahead. And
after a lot of deliberation, I think I want you back, and I regret what I said.
Yep. Okay, now here's where you guys go wrong. Nah, I'm dating this new girl who's like really hot, and things are going really good for me. And I just leased a BMW. So I think it's over between us. Okay? That's the wrong way to do it. You don't ever say that, okay? I was watching I was thinking about this, and I was watching some, the Muslim show, the Memory TV, where it's like they put the memes on it, where it's like, I throw 1,000 shoes at Israel. It's like a subtitle, but they don't actually say stuff that's that bad. Yeah. There was some like Muslim cleric guy who was telling people to live quietly. Like, when something good happens to you, don't brag about it. Yeah. Basically, which is, and he was talking about he was saying some Middle East spice thing where he was like, because they will give you the evil eye, and like this it will be gone. But it's true. Like, if you tell people what good things happen to you, they'll give you the evil eye and it'll be gone. Okay? So you don't tell people what good things. You don't say, "Oh, Stacy, I'm doing pretty good now. I don't know. I probably shouldn't get back together with you. I just got myself a new Audi A5 and I got a raise at my job. It's real cool. I'm just doing so good. I think we probably shouldn't get back together." You don't say that. You don't brag about yourself. You don't give them, make them think you're doing well. I would say this. You want to take me back? Thank God. I've been doing so bad. I've been on drugs and I think I'm gay. I need you. I need you right now. I need you right now. Please, can I come tonight? That's what you say. Get them out of your life for good. Okay, make them totally sick. If you need to break it off with a girl, you need to be, if it's the type of girl, and they all are. It's the type where they'll fuck you over in the future for some reason. You got to make them totally sick. Like, make them think you're in a halfway house and you need bail money. Like, thank God you want me back because I need $2,000 bail money.
Mike with the 14. Hey, we'll take it. How will raging modernity get going on us, Sam? It seems like AI is a smokescreen. Are we walking into a brave new world?
That sounds like a $14 comment. Dude, I don't think you need to worry too much. I think the the AI stuff will be used for whatever they can use it for online, to silence dissent, manufacture consent. But I don't think that at the end of the day it'll still be humans pulling the levers. And I think that this this system, it doesn't seem to have much strength left in it. All this stuff is like the the gender stuff, the computer stuff. It's all this foam that sits at the top of the hierarchy of the crumbling structure of civilization. And I think if the money if the money collapses, when we hit hard times, I think these problems are going to be less. The problems that you think are the bad problems are going to be less bad than you think they are. Possibly, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But the only thing you can do is just take care of your people locally and try to have build a support network and be a solid person for the people that depend on you, and get a gun.
Your world is. I think your world. One thing I was thinking about recently is that your world is only as big as you allow it to be, and if things are screwed up, you could just withdraw and limit your scope.
That's the main mistake
and pull back.
That's the big mistake that people make, is they assume that you're supposed to use the same thinking and all the same criteria, perspective, all the same stuff that you use for your Dunbar number, which is the 150 people that you can remember their faces.
Yeah.
You're supposed to apply that to the world, and that somehow it's like, and also a lot of big brain people get it into their heads that somehow it falls upon you to solve the problems of the world, which is not the case. You are pretty helpless to change any of this shit, and the degree that you are able to change this stuff, it involves becoming strong, generating and preserving wealth, being a stand-up local person, not having opinions online. It's the opposite of the thing that you think will solve it is the thing that you could do to do something to solve it.
A topical one here. Our buddy Sebastian Brandstad says both the U.S. and EU are trying to make end-to-end encryption illegal and give officials access to your messages. Then they'll use AI to determine if you're racist or not. The TikTok ban bill that's trying to go through.
I saw that.
Yeah. Part of it includes a lot of breaches on privacy. Mm-hmm. So it's not just banning TikTok. It's it's giving them access to all of your messages and everything.
Yeah, that would not be a good thing to happen.
Marzi with the 20. Makayev didn't make weight and Volk won the fight.
I can't care about these guys, these hairy little guys. Mm-hmm. Khabib.
I've heard the name.
The trend now, the meta. First of all, the meta, the UFC meta, for a while was leg kicks. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine two grown men kicking each other in the shins, like a fucking little girl school fight?
Yeah.
Like a middle school little girls kicking each other in the shins. When I was a kid, there was this girl, Crystal Hubbs, and Crystal Hubbs, they called her the Shinner, because she would go around kicking people in the shins. That's the UFC meta. Oh, big tough guys. These are the toughest guys in the world, Joe Rogan. These guys are so tough. They're so tough. They kick each other in the shins for 15 minutes. Oh my God. And now it's like these guys are coming in they're the corniest guys ever. Like Khamzat Chimaev. He's like, woo, woo, yeah, I'm going to kill everybody. Like the most cringe soccer player, European soccer players. The Vodafone, their little sponsors, they have companies that don't exist, like Vodafone and Opel. And they're like, yeah, 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 like shouting out their sponsors when they get a goal. It's demoralizing behavior. I think it's it's the European equivalent of what they do in the NFL, which is making these guys wear high heels for the draft thing and dancing around like little fruity booties.
Is that why you left the NFL?
Well, that's one of the reasons why I got out of the NFL. Yeah.
I got a bunch here.
But the UFC, these Arab guys, I just can't make myself care. It wouldn't matter if he was the best fighter in the fucking entire galaxy, and he could fight a robot that was made of titanium, and he could destroy a tank with one. I wouldn't care if it's an Arab guy with a beard who's like, "Come here, brother. I show you how I can wrestle you." I can't make myself care about someone like that. I like Pride fight championships. I like Genki Sudo. I like the entrances. I like the pageantry. I like Crow Cop. I like the crazy outfits. I don't care about some Arab. Like, I don't care. I don't care if there's like, listen, if you told me that there's some Guatemalan guy behind Stop and Shop right now, and he's got the biggest biceps and he can crush a pineapple, I just don't care. I don't care about some little hairy guy that's Muslim. I don't care if the best basketball player, if the best, like, whatever, if there was a guy who was like, he could slam dunk a basketball and he could row a boat 10 miles and he could climb to the top of the world and he was the best F1 he was like the ultimate athlete. If he was Muslim and had a beard, I wouldn't care. Good for him. Good on him. Have fun. Keep going. Okay, go kick guys in the legs, but I don't care. If he's Muslim, if he's like, Allah number one, I pray to Allah, I fucking don't want to watch that. I don't want to see that on any video screen. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to, the only time I want to see people praying to Allah is if I crawl in the back of a box truck and there's a guy praying with a stack of carpets.
Oh, people hated that.
Fucking suck it.
MDE never dies.
Crunch it up. Thank you so much, bro.
Speaking of which, I'm going to let you guys run.
That's heavy.
I have to go pick up Jim Carrey at the airport.
Peace, bro. See you. See you.
Stand-up's hard. Stand-up is I'm not very good at it, but I know what would be needed to get good at it, which is just practice, which is brutal. Like you have to go out and bomb at stand-up and have people like hate your guts and say the wackest shit ever that's not funny. And I'm a pretty funny person. I'm a paid comedian. I make money doing comedy. But I know that if I were to go out and make a serious try at stand-up, I would need to do it in a disguise with a fake name in smaller venues, because that training phase is so nasty. You say shit that's just the worst shit you've ever said. And it's the worst because it's not funny, and you think it's worth saying in front of a group of people. It really is. Like everything that Rogan or whoever else says about bombing doing comedy, it's like getting cold water dumped on you with your cock exposed. All that stuff is true. It's really really tough. But you have to. That's how you get good at it. If you want to get good at comedy, you have to go make video. If you're doing video-based comedy. Do writing if you're doing writing-based comedy, and do stand-up if you're doing stand-up comedy. You have to go do it though. And it's like a muscle. The extent to which you're not doing this stuff, like I'm streaming. Like World Peace 2 is going to be pretty good. I think it'll be really good. But if I had been doing only sketch comedy since 2015. It would be 5 times better. Like me, Nick, Charles, if we had been actively flexing those muscles and making sketch comedy as opposed to streaming, podcasts, all the other shit, it would be even better. And it's because it's a muscle that you have to train. You have to flex it. You're gonna need to take the biggest bong rip you've ever breathed.
Hey Sam, I'm 20 and feeling stressed about the future with no real direction. How do you not get overwhelmed and just stay level-headed?
Smoke a little weed, man.
You're gonna need terps and wax.
You're gonna need to take the biggest bong rip you've ever breathed. You can only control the. You have a very limited amount of power, and your sphere. Your ability to project your limited amount of power is very short range. So you have to just focus on the things that you can take care of. Try to be a better person, take care of yourself, make life more tolerable / good for the people around you who don't suck, etc. You know, God grant me the strength to accept the, what is it? Accept the things I cannot change. Blah blah blah. Let's look that up real quick. It's Firefox. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's one you can write down in your little journal there when you're working on yourself. But if you're trying to change the things that you cannot change, you're just going to be a foaming at the mouth person with Twitter opinions.
Jet, today I have an experiment to do. I think we're going to find out what happened when you use the world's most powerful laser pointer and give the camera superpowers. It's Bruce Banner giving the camera superpowers.
That's a powerful laser.
Yo.
What the fuck?
Oh, and it's dead.
What the fuck? Uh-oh. We can heal this with laser tech.
We're going to use the laser to make the most powerful camera in the world. I think that's pretty cool. I think the camera looking pretty cool. Just like my favorite Marvel superhero.
Whoa.
The Avengers assemble.
Damn, this would be cool, like,
That's
stock footage.
Pretty cool special effect, Jet.
Well, guys, thanks for tuning in.
Hey, thanks, guys. Sorry we couldn't be longer on the stream here, but we have some technical difficulties. We're going to sort that out next time. Obviously, we're going to have to get a better video tech. We have to hire a video tech, I think, because you and me, we can't seem to figure out these
Can that be fixed?
devices. That right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just have to update the firmware. I'm sure the laser on the sensor didn't do anything permanent. It doesn't look permanent. It looks like a glitch. It looks like a tech glitch. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've literally seen this before. Like I know how to fix this. I've probably fixed
Just got a laser about.
a dozen of these. We're getting there. You can see some of the pixel noise here. Once that gets reassembled, we have to do some testing. Okay, there we go. You can leave that the way it is. I'll just turn it down here. We're gonna call tech support on this one, guys.
Let me switch over.
We can switch over.
Now, what happened when I do the laser pointer on the...
No way. We don't have a backup.
The world's most powerful laser pointer is going to burn Jet's hand.
Ow.
It's hot. Jet, the laser's hot. I told you to watch out for the laser.
Guys, welcome back.
What up, squad? Now I have to remind myself not to swear or say potty words today. And that's going to be a big challenge. I have to calm down. I have to relax. I have to maybe smoke a doobie. Mind if I smoke a doobie? Pothead much? Yeah, I'm thinking I'm the world's biggest pothead. 420 alert! I got my 420 right here, guys. Are you lighting up? Are you lighting up? 420 style.
It's Herobrine.
This is epic. I'm gonna light my smoke with the.
Whoa.
That's so epic, dude.
What if you inhale laser?
About to find out. Oh, it tastes good. It tastes like different. Like it's more mellow. It's more like Cuban, like Havana, Cuba style.
It's laser smoke. Oh, and then the smoke going through the laser.
Yeah, the smoke's illuminating the laser. This is fucking. This is heckin' awesome-erino. That's a stunt. I basically just did a stunt. I can't see.
All right, clip that.
Yo, somebody clip that right now!
I got a bunch of chats here. Marco with the 20, Sam Jet. I'm a 19-year-old Detroit native squad. Loved the new video. I'm crashing my car watching this. That bong, Sam, go lit. Get lit, bro. Already have good ones, bro. Marco, thank you. Nice to meet you with the 40. Eric Hayden was so great on PGL. Can we expect to see more of him looking Hobbit-sized in World Peace 2 thanks to camera tricks like on the podcast or the Hyper Gen X sketch?
Everything has a yellow cast to it now.
Yeah.
Because of the intensity of that blue. This is actually not, it was not good.
You just gotta, you know, let your eyes regenerate.
All right. Damn. What a mess. What a nightmare situation. What
It
a
is quite a mess.
Crazy. These people are crazy. It's the chickens have come home to roost for fake nice guys.
Yeah.
Which is what this is. This is a fake nice guy epidemic is what this is. This iDubbbz gentleman, I don't know if you know about him. But he's he's one of these guys. Yo! See if I can start a fire here on my mouse pad. He's one of these guys, Jet, who is all about being nice and saying things like, oh, he's just the nicest guy. This is just the nicest group of people. These are just the nicest, but under the skin, ain't nothing nice.
It's zombie under
It's zombie under skin. It's zombie under there. Meanwhile, you got people like me. I'm not even going to say the thing I did for charity recently.
I will say it was generous, and I was shocked.
In all seriousness, I did do something recently that was quite a monetary. It wasn't that much of a setback. And you know what? If I take credit for it, what does this air button mean? Do we need that on?
We'll just turn the air off.
Take us off the air.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to talk about that because for something to be virtuous, I think it has to hurt you.
Yeah.
So if I gain public goody points for what I did, it's not going to be virtuous anymore. It'll be clout seeking. So let's just ignore that. Edit that part out. I did something bad. I didn't do something good.
Do you think Froggy's gonna accept Misfits' offer to fight with them?
I think. Listen. I think. And people are also some of the people that have spoken up in support of Creator Clash are like, why is Froggy mad or whatever? I think my impression that I got, and I haven't talked to him at length, is just that Froggy's been like mistreated. Yeah. Like they gave him like a little bit of cash. They gave him $15,000 for I think he's been training for 9 months or something. But point being, they gave him not enough money, like to prep to. Where were we in the chronology of things? Oh, Froggy.
Yeah.
They gave him not enough money to train, and then I don't think they were in contact with him. Like I think they were just like go train. You can come to our event, which if you're not doing influencer boxing, this doesn't make sense. Like these little nuances of shit. But you like the person. If you're setting up a fight for somebody that's never fought before, and you're bringing them into this like very scary world where you're potentially going to get a head injury, you have to like be in contact with them to make sure they're taking the right steps, that like they're mentally in the right headspace, etc.
Yeah.
And I think they just sort of the impression I got, I didn't talk to him at length about it, but the impression I got was they just kind of gave him money and they were like, fuck off, we'll see you in 9 months. Like that sort of thing, which is not cool, especially because they're the boxing promotion where it's like, we're all friends here and everything's cool.
Especially how Anissa claimed that she calls the boxers all the time and checks in on them. I mean, tell me if I'm remembering this wrong.
I don't think so, man.
Didn't Froggy Fresh say that they didn't contact him at all until they learned that he was coming here to train with you?
Yeah,
then they were blowing up his phone.
That's what I've heard from multiple people, is that the minute they heard he was coming here, they were like calling him, and Tyler said the first thing they said was, "How do you know Sam Hyde?" Like as soon as he picked up the phone. Imagine picking up the phone and hearing, "How do you know Sam Hyde?" After not talking to somebody for almost a year. That's fucking crazy. iDubbbz, you're fucking crazy. Anissa, you're crazy. The way you talk to people, the puppet master manipulation thing,
yeah,
which is the way iDubbbz thinks. all the people that he likes that are around him are people that he can manipulate or are like have not yet. He hasn't clashed with them yet in a I want to control what you're doing kind of thing. Nuts. You're nuts, buddy. You're nuts. Sad situation.
People just want to see Froggy again. A lot of people just haven't seen or heard from him because of the algorithm change, how much the landscape has changed in like years. Like Froggy Fresh is like such a positive experience for people. It was such a bad idea to cut him from this because they're just gonna lose everyone's favor. Everyone's excited to see him again. People my age.
He's one of the only people I knew on the card, which is not a good sign. You gotta.
Yeah, no, he was.
You can't cut the person that.
He's number 1 on the card.
That's the wrong person to cut. You talk behind the. If there's some behavior that needs to change, you talk behind the scenes. You don't go. You don't publicly axe the person that's like, the one other famous name, Jack Manifold, Dakota Olave. I know Harley. I know Alex Wasabi. I don't care about Alex Wasabi though. I think that's a British person. British people care about him. Is he British?
Something like that.
iDubbbz. You got, I guess, arguably, I Did a Thing and Game Grumps, Aaron Hansen are famous. AB is kind of famous. Is Crank Gameplays famous?
No.
Okay, so there's like 5. There's like say 6 people on here that you are like influencers and not people with 10K views on their whatever shit account. Come on, man.
Bari91 with the 20. Newly severe beast here. Sam, what do you think about Gypsy Crusader? Based?
What's Gypsy Crusader?
I've seen his name around, but I think he like went to jail for something for being the Joker, and he just got released.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Guy to look up to.
Okay. Who's the fucking kid? The kid in LA who does the videos and he's like viral. He did a boxing match and he got his ass beat. Somebody look at Chris.
Default Knight with the 15. Have you seen your shirts on eBay? A lot of them are selling for 150 plus. Also, what's your opinion on Paul Miller, aka Gypsy Crusader?
Yeah, no shit. Don't you wish you bought one? And that's it. I'm not aware. I haven't looked. I'll check it out later, or I won't.
We got Monk Queen with the 15. Sam, what are your thoughts on Foul?
Starlight Express. Yeah.
Charles Close with the 15. Sam, I need some advice here. My girlfriend told me that she wants to be my submissive fart princess. She says she wants to dine on my
I could do your job
farts.
better than you.
Do you have any experience with this?
Yeah, I have a lot of experience with that, and we're going to talk about it in depth
Fuck, a homeless guy
Sam
could do your job
Hyde
better
After
than you.
Dark.
on Sam Hyde After Dark. Join us at midnight.
You guys got to find the alt channel that we stream on at midnight.
Yeah, no, just tell her, just be like, okay, sweetie, just be quiet, and you got to imprint yourself on this girl and make her not weird. That's what you got to do. Don't start with the fart stuff. I don't know if that's serious or not.
But goddamn, a homeless person could do your job better than you.
XTFGRW
Fuck
with the 15 says, please make a rap music video with Joshua Null Moon.
A homeless person could
I'm
do
on
your
it.
job better than
Silent Water with the 100 American dollars, a crisp blue one.
Fuck, a
Thank you so
homeless
much,
guy
man.
could-
Thank
He
you so
says
much,
gold
buddy.
is a great conductor.
Yes, it's from the Dota days.
If men and women are equal, that means I have every right to break your
Thank you so
fucking
much,
jaw
man.
right now, you bitch. And guess what, sweetie pie? If men
Does
and
that
women
count towards a puppet meter?
are equal,
What?
That 100?
Did he say it did?
If I said he did, would you believe me?
What did he say?
No, he just said gold is a great conductor.
that means
That doesn't sound puppet related to me. Sorry.
guess what, sweetie pie?
Big Dingus with the
Men and
15.
women
Yo, Jet,
are
I forgot
equal,
to.
that means
I forgot
every right
what
to break your
then
fucking jaw.
member perks
And guess what?
are. Severe
Men and
Beast,
women
Freak
are
Monster
equal,
Nasty,
every right to
Zombie
break
Biker
your
Badass, Gothic Heavy Metal Orc, Rock and Roll Pitbull.
No, I'm a feminist.
I suggest Rock and Roll Pitbull. That's the one I would go with personally.
Yeah.
I think that men and women should be
You
paid
get more perks.
equal. You know, I think that women and men should be paid equal. You know I'm a feminist.
It's worth
It
it.
says right there on my door, feminist in charge. And yeah, women should be paid equally. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm thinking.
Johnny
oh,
the
yeah.
Fan with
Big
the
time.
20. Sam and Jet. Norm also said back in the 50s and 60s there were 100
Oh,
stand-up
yeah.
comedians
Oh,
and only
yeah.
5
I'm
funny
thinking,
ones.
oh,
Now that we have
yeah.
thousands of
Big
stand-up
time.
comedians and still only 5 funny ones.
Men and women should be paid equally. Oh yeah.
We might have 10.
It's hard.
10 funny ones, right?
Have you ever seen Joe Rogan stand up?
It's unbelievable.
It's the real shit.
It's so crazy.
Man, I should
A big percentage of that must just
probably
be
like
like
it, you jerk.
So what?
That's
a
just
big
not how we do
percentage
it,
of
LP.
these comedy store guys must just be like being nice to the manager or something.
I mean, I think it's just that there's very few people really making an effort to make. It's just it literally it's just because it's hard. It's that hard to get up on stage and say some shit that's funny and is like thoughtful.
Personal attack. Oh, you get me right here. When I notice that you're playing Spider Solitaire, eating snack wraps all day.
Jake of all trades with the 20. Geez, dude, I can't do 2,500. I can do like 20. Thank you for the 20.
Snack wraps all day.
20 to the puppet meter.
Yeah, it's going in the puppet meter.
I'm a feminist. Okay. I believe in men.
Chroma with the 20. Hey Sam,
hurts me.
glad to
You
hear
should
the whole
spend all
crew
day
is
playing
back.
Spider
I've been with
Solitaire.
this girl for close to a year and she's starting to
right
talk
there.
about marriage. She's Orthodox Russian and wants me to get baptized so we can get married in church.
Spider Solitaire,
Thoughts?
you
Would you do this?
How old are you?
How old are you, Chroma? Assuming he's 25.
Assuming he's 25.
Yeah, what would you say?
I mean, read it again.
Sam, I've been with this girl for close to a year. She's starting to talk about marriage. She's Orthodox Russian and wants me baptized so we can get married in church. Thoughts?
I mean, is she a virgin? Or was she before she met you?
Chat saying do it.
Yeah, okay, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. I know, dude. You're telling me you have an opportunity to seal the deal with the trad waifu? You should do it and be based. Okay, that's not exactly how it goes, my guys. That's not exactly how it goes. I know. You're telling me we can restore Evropa and build the white race together with a Russian, with a Putin based sweetie? You have to be a little more careful than that, okay? There's various factors. All right? You can't be just jumping in when you hear the word Russian, losing your picturing a blonde girl in a wheat field, because that might not be the case. That might not be the case. Might be the case now. It might not be the case in 5 years. It might not be the case in 10 years. Listen, you need a you would know. If it was the right thing to do, you would know. Okay? You need a girl who makes your life easier and doesn't have a 1,000 dicks in her
In her logbook.
in her Pokedex,
In her flight log.
in her flight log. Okay. There's all these things you got to look for, and if you're asking, listen. This is not to denigrate people asking for advice, but if you're asking a comedian while streaming if you should marry her, that's a sign that you might be not with. I don't know. Okay, there's a sign that maybe there's more to think about there, but you just got to be very careful. Make sure it's someone who consistently makes your life easier. You would know, though. You would know. If it's the right one, you would know. That's all there is to it. Sorry. What do you think about that? Is that out of pocket for me to say that?
No,
If it was the right one, you would fucking know.
Yeah.
You'd be like, okay, this is the one. I got to jump in and seal the deal right here. This is it. And if that's not the case, then that's not the case. And people, when you're getting pussy, it's like you'll hem and haw. And you'll basically become a lawyer for the other person. You'll be the but she really tries her best. It's like a lot of people try their best. For a lot of people, their best is like
Bad.
it's like their best is like stocking shelves and then sticking their finger in an electrical socket and then like eating like tar. Like a lot of people's best is not good enough, so that's irrelevant. And what else, did he give any other details there? It's hard.
She's Orthodox.
Yeah, that's gonna immediately, like, everybody's gonna be like, get points if she's Orthodox. Everybody's gonna go, oh my gosh, she's Orthodox. That's the best thing ever. I want that. Just you got to be careful. You can't just go with, because if she's Orthodox, does that mean that was her family Orthodox or was her last boyfriend Orthodox? You know, whatever. There's a big difference. There's a big difference. If oh, this girl's perfect. She's racist just like me. She's racist just like you. Did she go through a bunch of fact-finding missions and spend a lot of time doing independent research, or did she just have a racist ex-boyfriend? How about that one?
We all know which one it is.
Just watch out, man. Just fucking watch out. Don't get all. And that's I've said this is, you know, I don't. My advice is not. It's 50-50. Okay, some of it's good, some of it's bad. I hope you guys take the good, throw the bad out, whatever's useful. And I don't think I know everything. I think that on occasion some of the things that I say are useful. Okay, and I'm fine with that. One thing that I know, and that I am certain about. Fuck, this thing's so dangerous. Is that this is just a fact. And if you argue with this, you're wrong. Fix your brain. Okay, the guys who want like a girl that mimics them. It's like, I want. This girl's great. She's into guns and she doesn't trust the government and she's hell bent on the damage that the medicine, the vaccines do. Whatever. Okay, this like desire to have a girl who is she's into computer games just like me. Like that's not the way to go.
That's a boyfriend.
That's a boy. You have a boyfriend. Okay, you have a roommate. You're me and Chris Lynch in Minecraft building bunk beds. Okay? What you want is just a girl who is like inoffensive and will do what you know, she'll think what you think. Or at least not, you know, fight with you over it.
Got a bunch here. Harbo Guy, welcome to Severe Beast. We got Mo says, no hymen, no diamond. How about them apples? You should be comfortable with her father and talk with him about the marriage. Before proceeding, marrying the wrong girl will ruin your life big time. You have to ask her father permission. Ivan with the 350 CZK. Sammy, at what age do you think you should have your life completely together? People say around 30, but in my opinion, if your life has no structure by your mid-20s, you're on the fast lane to stinky loser town.
I think that, listen, guys, take this piece of advice again. I know you're getting all pissed off, and you're like, oh, Sam doesn't respect Orthodox trad Christian waifus. Just be aware of the fact that everything a woman, women are not evil. Listen, I think women get it much worse too. I think the guys, a low test beta male guy, begging for pussy, and sending what these guys are capable of. Yeah. is unbelievable. Girls have it worse. I really think that's true. I think girls have it worse. Okay, I think that the girls who have these guys who would basically be rapists if they had the balls to be rapists, they would do it. Yeah. But they're just too scared to. They're too scared to commit to the bit and actually do a rape. Okay, these guys are, and they're fucking dark. These motherfuckers are dark. And they have dark souls, and they're just like it's like a person that's of a man's age, but is mentally a child, or like emotionally a child. Yeah. It's like the nastiest thing you could imagine seeing. You know, it's like it's nasty. Okay, so when I talk trash about women, I gotta give it to them. I think they got it worse, at least in this area. But you guys got to know that, like, a lot, I'm not saying all women. I'm not saying everything they do, but a lot of women, a lot of the stuff that they do, it might as well be all. I might as well make a blanket statement here because it's effectively this is the machine that you're up against. All these hoes, everything that they do is designed to filter out losers and trick winners into thinking that they're the best bet. And if you don't know what hypergamy, what branch swinging is, that's the core concept to all this branch swinging, is that if she perceives that there's a male that's more alpha than you, or that she could get, that there's a man that's like a higher branch to go to, she's going to go do it, and she's going to use makeup and clothing and whatever, and the trad thing, like wearing a sundress and being racist and all these types of things. In my experience, most of the time, that's just there to lure a man. That's not because a woman suddenly magically grew a brain and is coming to her own racist conclusions. It's because she senses that ploy is what will get her the safest fella. Okay, so that doesn't mean if you meet a girl like that it's game over. It just means you have to watch your fucking back. You cannot get all excited because you got this one of one. She's perfect. She's not perfect. You can't get all excited like that. You have to actually finding somebody is difficult, and it takes work, and it takes like talking and not blowing your load and not being a freak and just keeping it chill and praying. Just being realistic, separating out the signals and the makeup and the clothes and the whatever her fake political beliefs are that she's using as a prop, separating all that versus whether or not this person is someone that has your best interests at heart and is useful and is like good to be around, all the good shit, separating the actual good shit from the bad shit. Okay, because the message that guy sent was, I found this girl who's a Russian Orthodox Christian. What he would have said what he would have said that would have made me happier about it was, I found this girl who goes all out for me and has my interests at heart, and I feel like she always has my back and I can count on her. Okay, that's what you should be saying. If you're saying, I found this girl who's so hot and she has the beliefs that are most popular on right-wing Twitter right now, like that's a bad thing to lead off with. If you're focusing on that, that means that the other shit is probably lacking. Okay, that's all I'd say about that. What was the last thing that I just didn't answer?
I'm looking for it. Sammy, what age do you think you should have your life completely together?
It's a that's a tough one because there's a lot of people who who outwardly appear to have success and appear to have their life together and don't, and then there's people who it's just that's not a metric you want to judge your shit on. Just be mindful of the passage of time, and you don't need to set like a I don't think setting a benchmark for yourself is helpful. Like being like, when I'm 33, I need to have 2 children. I just don't think that's. I think you need to just do the best with what you have and do it day by day. I don't know if panicking over wasted time. How old was the guy? 29? Did he say he's 29?
No, he said no, he didn't say his age.
You gotta just do the best with what you got, and not necessarily be panicking about deadlines and stuff like that. They should give them plasma screen TVs and then give them a bill for $5 million.
Yeah. Francisco's board open to reparations with the $5 million lump sum to every black adult in the city. I'm not even trolling. Google it.
I think that's great. I think they should do $10 million.
Yeah. Anything to make us hyperinflate faster, I'm down with.
Accelerationism. Give him $20 million.
As cringe as it is, yeah. Let's go.
Give him all $10 million, and then make it worth nothing. so that your 10 million buys you a plasma screen. So it's just at the end of the day, the reparations is just you get a plasma screen TV. They should give them plasma screen TVs and then give them a bill for $5 million.
Yeah. That is nuts. Is that the first reparations that has gone through, like the official real reparations?
I don't know, but it's just asinine. I mean, we've been affirmative action and welfare, the welfare state. I don't think they've helped anybody, but we've been doing reparations.
Yeah.
We've been paying for this shit in a way that doesn't help them. With the welfare state, incentivizing people to have babies and not know who the partner is. I think that's a terrible idea, but we've been paying, so fuck off. And nobody who's alive owes any of these people. Nobody who is alive nowadays owes any of these people anything. Remember that. You do not owe anybody anything. Boom.
Hey Sam, always wanted to ask this: how and why did you make Billy and the Clown?
I think that was a story that I had heard. I can't remember if I heard a story like that or if I made it up when I was a kid. But the whole point of the story was that there's this guy. He goes to see a clown. He's not allowed to go see the clown, and he's this whole experience where he's super excited to go see the circus. And it's a shaggy dog story, I think is what that's called, which is a Norm Macdonald thing where the point of the joke, the funny part, is that you're torturing the audience with the longest, most drawn out, pointless, terrible story. And in Billy and the Clown, the payoff or the punchline is that midway through the story, the clown singles this kid out in the audience and is like, "Hey kid, fuck you." And that's the event that sends him over the edge and triggers his destruction and motivates him. And then the last half of the book is him plotting his revenge. And then the ending is he sees the clown and he goes, "No, fuck you." And that's it. So you read this 30-page or whatever story where the payoff is the kid who was told to go fuck himself. He goes, "No, fuck you." And that's it. But the version that I remember from being a kid probably isn't even related to that at all. I think it's just the setup and the punchline were the same, where he's so excited to go see the circus. That's a crazy ass story though. I'm gonna do a physical version of that Jaihu book.